All right, check. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. GB's here of Into the Squared Circle podcast. Heavy Metal Maniac here, cruising on a Sunday, smoking hot Sunday. Sunday, not Sunday. Today's Saturday. My day's jacked up. That's okay. Too many six packs, right? Anyway, Saturday night. Thank you for very much tuning in tonight, as always. Football action going down today, this weekend. Actually started a couple days ago. Which teams are you rooting for, right? My Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chicago Bears. Yeah, a lot of football action going down this weekend, preseason style. Of course, baseball, my beloved Chicago Cubs whooped the Cardinals' ass today. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty satisfied with that as well. So a lot of sporting action going on around the world. But here in the world of pro wrestling, of course, we're going to talk a little bit more of UFC 319 going down on the west side of the Windy City at the United Center next Saturday, August the 16th. We'll talk about the card right here on the show. Of course, we got AAA going down in Mexico next Saturday, August the 16th, as well, for TripleMania's biggest show of the year, TripleMania. By the way, it's a stacked card. We heard Corey Graves could be going down to the south of the border to do the English language. No hablas inglés. He's gonna be speaking a little bit English for the American commentary down in Mexico, so that's gonna be good stuff. Also here on the show, we'll talk about the John Cena's retirement. Your thoughts about John Cena's I guess response to Brock Lesnar on Friday. Then we didn't get a whole lot out of that. You know, why did Brock Lesnar showed up? Why the attack? Well, maybe we'll save that until a little bit later. And of course, AI. Right? AI could be a scary thing, but also could be a good thing. Some of us actually use AI. How can it affect pro wrestling? We'll talk about that right here on the show as well. But if you're watching live right here on YouTube, watching live right now at X, live on Twitch as well, give me a follow and subscribe. As always, thank you very much, as always, for joining me right here on the show. Scan the QR code right above me. Take the podcast to go. I'm currently fixing up the website right now. It's a mess over here, man. I got action figures everywhere. Well, anyway, more to come on that. I'm just digging through all my 90s Attitude Era WCW, WWF action figures, just kind of dust them off and see, just kind of compile them, see what I have here. But that's that. All right, so let's talk about next Saturday. By the way, I forgot to mention that the whole ESPN picking up the WWE PLEs, right? Premium live events like WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam. Yeah, they're going to be on ESPN. Was it ESPN Plus? I'm not mistaken. No, I understand people are bitching and complaining. Man, that's another $30. I mean, look, if you don't have traditional cable provider, if you don't have that, and you really want to watch the PLEs, my understanding, you have to pay the $30. They not just only watch that, but I'm not sure if the NFL's network's included as well. But my understanding is, I kind of reading through the presser, you know, if you have traditional cable, I think you're able to access all the PLEs off there. So unless you're like myself, the television, you kind of cut the cord. You got to work your way around it, right? Get a VPN. That's all I'm going to say. You know, is at your own risk. Anyway, let's get to it, baby, because I'm talking too much. Let's talk about TripleMania. First thing on the list here, the honey to-do list here on the podcast. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you guys. My favorite website, the most trusted website of all time. Yeah, Wikipedia, right? Who doesn't like Wikipedia, right? It's always truthful, always honest. You can always trust it. All right, let's get into it, baby. TripleMania going down. Let's check it out today, right now. So, TripleMania, you can see right there. Zapataco Solo, Mexico City. How do you say that? Pataco, I can't just forget it. Mexico City Arena CDMX. That's where they're going to be at next Saturday. I should know better because I'm Hispanic as well. All right, and let's move on here. There's 5 matches total here. We got El Hijo de Vikingo. We got three of them rolling around on the ringside this past Monday. Which version will we get next Saturday? Will we get what's his name? Kaiser. Will we get Kaiser behind the mask? We'll see. We got Dirty Dom Mysterio. Hey man, he's a popular guy down in Mexico, baby. Come on, Rey Mysterio. Legend, right? Legend out of Mexico. You got his son Dominic down there. Come on, man. What a pop. I saw that video on social media. Dom Mysterio hopping in the ring. Who'd he took out? Dragon Lee, right? Anyway, he held up for Kingo, your current AAA mega champion. He's going to defend the title against Dirty Dom Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano. 4-way style match, of course, for the AAA mega championship. I don't know, man. You think he'll defend Kingo, walk away and retain? Have to wait and see on that. Maybe Dirty Dom will come back to the States with a AAA champion. Hey, man. Who's that? The tag team guys. Garza, right? Garza and his partner, right? They won the tag titles down in AAA. So, hey, man, another WWE superstar coming back to U.S. soil with the AAA champion, mega championship to be exact. Hey, we'll have to wait and see on that, man. I could see a Dirty Dom become a champion down in AAA, but we'll have to wait and see on that. All right, number 2, the Judgment Day. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Raquel Rodriguez versus Mr. Iguana. Very popular, right? Nino Hamburguesa and Lola Vice. Yeah, baby. Yeah, okay, that's a nice little tag team. A little we call that mixed gender tag team style match, trios match, and it's going to be good right there, man. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, great chemistry. I'm looking forward to see how Raquel Rodriguez will put her chemistry in the mix. Mr. Iguana, very popular, not only the WWE, but obviously pretty popular down in AAA. Nino Hamburguesa, big boy, right? He's a big son of a bitch. I don't know if his picture will pop up. No, I won't. But he's a big guy. It's something you got to keep your eyes peeled. The Lola Vice, man, very popular down in NXT. This is going to be a good collaboration, a great mixed trios match. And, if I had to pick someone, maybe Judgment Day will get a win. You think so? All right. There we go. It's right here. The name's right here, Dippy. Los Garza, Berto, and Angel. It's going to put the AAA, a World Tag Team Championship on the line against Pagano and Psycho Clown. We have seen Psycho Clown recently. Was that SmackDown? Was that a week or two ago? I think we've seen Pagano. He's a hell of a luchador. This could be a good, solid AAA style tag team championship match. Do you see Los Garzas walking away and retaining? There's a potential. I haven't seen the chemistry of Pagano and Psycho Clown. I haven't seen the chemistry with my own eyes. So maybe the fans out there have been watching the AAA product. You could tell me, you see these guys walking away with the AAA champions, tag team champions, or do you see Los Garzas walking away with the AAA tag team championships? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a slobber knocker, as Jim Ross would say. And, I don't know, man. Maybe Los Garzas will retain. All right. El Mesias is going to put his AAA Latin American Championship on the line against El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. I don't know too much about El Mesias. You see right there, Puerto Rican wrestler currently signed to the WWE. Okay. All right. Is he down in, he also, okay. All right. I don't know too much about him. I've heard of Dr. Wagner Jr., of course, veteran in the business down in AAA. Again, I can't comment too much about that, but there you go. AAA Latin American Championship. We got the women's AAA, Reina de Reinas Championship. Flamer, the current champion, versus Fabia Apache versus Natalia. Okay. We haven't seen too much Natalia. I mean, unless she's in a backstage segment of Raw and SmackDown. She's been very popular down in like in GCW, or was it GCW? And Josh Barnett Wrestling, right? She's a tough girl, baby. She's a tough lady. I'm afraid to come across her in the dark alley because she is tough. Tough as nails, right? She's a badass. She has a bad attitude. She'll kick anyone's ass, including my ass, if she wanted to. Fabia Apache, I've seen a little bit of her work. She's pretty solid, right? I haven't seen Flamer too much. But Natalia, she is fantastic. A little bit of Hart Dynasty in her blood, of course. It's gonna be a great three-way style women's championship match. Reinas championship. It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty solid. I'd be shocked if Natalia wins, but we'll have to wait and see how things will play out. So far, 5 matches total. I understand it's going to be on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's for free. You're going to pay for it, but check out the official YouTube. I assume WWE or AAA is one of the twos. Keep your eyes peeled next Saturday, August the 16th, live from Mexico City. All right, good deal. Now let's come back to me. All right, so will you be watching AAA next Saturday? Will you be watching it? If I have time, I'll try to make time to watch it. My happy ass is going to be watching UFC right here in Chicago on the west side at the medical district of the Windy City, of course, the United Center, the home to MJ built. I mean, not really. MJ technically built the Chicago Stadium, right? The barn, right? The OG building, the loudest building when it comes to the Chicago Bulls and Blackhawks. And of course, they tore that down in the mid-90s and built the beautiful United Center. Of course, MJ still built that as well, part of the Chicago Bulls championship run. But that's basketball talk. This is pro wrestling, right? Also, UFC. Because as I mentioned, UFC is going to go down United Center style August the 16th, of course. A pretty stacked card. Tickets aren't cheap. But, me and my brother is trying to get tickets to go. I never been to a UFC pay-per-view before. I'm like, oh, perfect. They're going to be in Chicago. I don't have to travel to Las Vegas. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have that kind of money. Now, some people are like, that's pretty cheap. All right. Well, if you walk around with $1,000 in your pocket and willing to drop it, I mean, God bless you. All right. Let's look at the official match card from the official UFC website, right? UFC.com/events/UFC 319 if you want to get technical with me. So there's gorgeous prelims, right, going down. You can watch it on for the pay-per-view on ESPN Plus. So there's a lightweight bout division here. We got Tim Elliott versus Kaios Kura going toe-to-toe. Flyweight bout to kick off the main card. We got Jay Kanner versus Michael Page middleweight bout. Of course, going down to kick off the main card. Welterweight bout, Geoff Neal versus Carlos Paratis, of course, going to go down. I think that's going to be a good fight right there as well. I got to get all my odds from all my buddies, man, especially in Vegas. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico for the featherweight bout, of course, going down next Saturday, August the 16th at the United Center right here in Chicago. And of course, the big time right here, baby. And there's been a lot of people deciding who's going to walk away and retain, man. The current middleweight title champion, Duplessis versus Chimaevis. Man, this is going to be a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight, man, right here. I talked to a couple of my buddies. I think Duplessis is going to walk away and retain the middleweight title bout, of course. You think he's going to just destroy Chimaevis next Saturday? He has plans, man. Duplessis got plans. I think he has some future matchups he's looking forward to go to after he destroys Chimaevis. But I don't know, man. It's going to be a hell of a fight. This is the main card, the main fight right there. And I know Duplessis has been going around doing some press for the UFC. I know he did some autograph signings just up north from me at a car dealership doing autograph signing, which is pretty cool. Man, these guys, man, this big time fight at the United Center right here in Chicago. This is gonna be it's gonna be a close one. Now, if you're a big UFC fan, your thoughts about this match? Who you gonna root for? What's your odds, man? Do you think this is? I mean, how many rounds? How many rounds this is gonna go through? I mean, you're going to see a good, clean decision. You're going to see a knockout. You're going to see a tap out. I mean, what could happen in this match is yet to be seen. It's going to be a good fight, man. And I'm looking forward to watching it this coming Saturday from my television screen because that's too damn expensive to go there. But, man, if you're going to be there at the United Center, man, and enjoy it, man, have a good time. It's going to be a hell of a match, man, hell of a show. Of course, you got early prelims going down. 5 p.m. So if you got nothing to do around 5 p.m., you can head to the arena, watch early prelims. You can see right there, we got some prelims going down. If you can watch them live on ESPN, of course, it's going to be good fights. There's some good matches on prelims, man. So do not miss out on the prelims because there's some good fights coming out of these. Just like UFC 318 that happened a few weeks ago. So I don't know, man. This is a big time fight right here. Duplessis versus Chamis. I know Ariel Helwani did some couple interviews with Duplessis. He's pretty confident. He sounded pretty confident. And I think you're going to have yourself a hell of a slobber knocker match for UFC 319 right here in Chicago at the United Center, the good old United Center. And hopefully they don't take forever to come back here the next time. And hopefully they drop the price. Don't hold my breath. So there we go, man. UFC 319 going down right here in Chicago. Of course, the fight capital world. Yeah, even though it's Las Vegas, right? Las Vegas is the fight capital world. My buddy lives out there. I have to fly out there and check out a fight. Hopefully it's cheaper out there. All right, UFC off the checklist here on the show. All right, let's talk about the John Cena versus Logan Paul, right? Well, let's talk about the John Cena last night, right? You came out, you talked about Brock Lesnar. He dropped his ass at SummerSlam. All right, pretty cool. Brock Lesnar, if you want some, come get some. Okay, when, where, how? We don't know. We don't know where it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Brock Lesnar and John Cena. It's going to be interesting to watch if this match goes down. Will it happen? I don't know, man, because like I said, we have Logan. By the way, John Cena said, if there's anyone else backstage want to come after me, the part of this John Cena final tour run here, come on out. Now, out comes Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out. Hey, bro, I want to challenge you in Paris, right? I don't want to fight you in Montreal, Canada, which SmackDown was at last night on the USA Network. But Logan Paul wants a hot date with John Cena, right? In Paris, France. And is that a good spot? Good place to do it? I mean, it's going to be a hot crowd. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a hot crowd. That place is going to be buzzing. The last time they've been to Paris, but boy, man, that crowd was red hot, man. Everyone was singing. Everyone's, oh, Cody Rhodes. All right. So, I mean, anywhere around the world, right? WWE has a vocal, passionate crowd around the world. That being said, Logan Paul, Cena, Paris, well, to see how it plays out, man. Again, Logan Paul, very athletic. I can't say he's advanced, but I mean, come on, Cena's the GOAT, right? The greatest of all time, right? A veteran. And you know what, man? It's something we have to keep our eyes peeled. In Paris later on this month of August. Now, as I mentioned, Brock Lesnar, where could it happen? We don't know, right? We don't know. We got the month of October. If they do, I know usually Hell in a Cell's in October. That's if they're on track with no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It was Crown Jewels Perth, right? Could it happen at Crown Jewels out in Australia? There's a potential. I'll have to wait and see on that. And yes, I know on my SummerSlam, what do you call it? My reaction, right? My results reactions. I did fail about, again, there's always a positive. There's always a negative for Brock Lesnar, right? All right. I know. I'm quite aware about the whole Vince McMahon, the whole lawsuit. Brock Lesnar's name's featured in it. Again, I try to stay away from that. Okay, I'm not a dirt sheet writer. I'm not an insider. I'm just a fucking fan, right? So I'm quite aware, right? I'm quite aware about that. Brock Lesnar's a predator. He's a, I'm not going to defend that. I'm just going to talk about what I see on my television screen. That's what I see. And again, Brock Lesnar is back. What they're going to do with them, and we kind of figure out, Cena kind of teased it. They could land somewhere with him and Cena somewhere down the road. We don't know where. It could be in the final match, maybe. We don't know, right? And all I know is WWE is pretty confident him coming back despite all the allegations. I guess they cleared it, right? Why risk it if all these sponsors, right? They're going to risk it and go balls out, right? No pun intended. So it's a very interesting, it just fits very interesting. But anyway, man, I don't know, man. It's one of those interesting topics. Just like, yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, let's move on here. Let's go on to what's next for Cena, right? What other potential superstars that could be on the final run of John Cena? Because again, we are on the month of August, right? September, October, November, December. We got 4 months left. As they talked about on television, kind of remind us there's very little days, right? 11, 10 days left on the Cena's run. The question is, who will step up, right? He faced Orton. He faced Cody Rhodes twice. I know he faced The Rock in the past, right? But I'm just talking about in the pathway into the John Cena's retirement. Who else can step up on that level that can come for John Cena, right? There's a very few lists that's kind of shortening out there. When you talk about a big-time superstar in the WWE, okay, we got Logan Paul out of the way. I understand Cena requested allegedly Brock Lesnar, right? Allegedly. So that's, again, just looking at a wrestling aspect. I guess there's another name off the list, right? On the retirement tour. So it's very interesting to think about how many guys out there that's within the WWE district, right? Within the NXTs, the AAAs, the TNAs. We had the Joe Hendry moment. Who else, right? Who else could be part of this John Cena's final moment leading up in December, right? So we got a few guys out there. There's a potential. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Anyway, let's move on here. So we got that piece of business out the way. Your thoughts about John Cena, your thoughts, your opinions. We'll have to wait and see if just looking at the comment section of anyone. I don't see anyone seeing who could be the potential next opponent for Cena, minus Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar. Your thoughts, man. Drop it on the comment section, man. Fill it up tonight. Anyway, let's move on here. It's just a bunch of spam popping up. All right, let's move on here. That's distracting me. All right, let's move on here. AI affecting pro wrestling. So, this is a very interesting topic. And, okay, so I don't want to be like the old guy, right? The old guy, get off my lawn, right? Okay, AI, right? It's an impressive thing, but it's also a scary thing as well, right? Yes, Chat GTP. I do use it every once in a while, right? Every once in a while, I'll use it. So maybe I stump on something, I'll ask it, and it will pop up. Now, what if you you use it for wrestling? Uh, if you work for the WWE and you have like 10 guys in the writer's room and nobody's coming up with good shit for a specific storyline, would you hop on Chat GTP to come up with a storyline? Like, speaking of John Cena, we just got off that topic, right? All right, Chat GTP, who will become the future John Cena's opponent? Well, okay, let's kind of see what's going to be the answer, right? Would you guys use AI technology to book your wrestling shows? Would you guys consider AI produce, edit your wrestling intro for the show? Does production, right? Does music, right? Music's another thing for AI. Would you guys use AI to create your entrance theme song? Would you use AI to hell? I mean, we've seen the robotic cameras at big stadium shows like Royal Rumble and what's that? SummerSlam. I know they use it for the Cosmic Con down in Dallas, Texas, but I mean, we're starting to see these robotic cameras on the entrance, right? Do you see an AI running truck or cameramen's on the floor, right? Do you see camera guys being replaced by cameramen, right? Not cameramen, robotic cameras, right? Ran by AI. Do you see that happening where Triple H could get a pure focus and where, all right, camera one, I know where you need to go. They type it in, and camera shot will get the perfect shot. Do you see AI take it over pro wrestling? And you're going to ask, gee, why are you talking about this? Of all the shit to talk about in wrestling, why would you pick this topic? And it's a very interesting one because that came out of the Paul Heyman interview on the Ariel Helwani. Now, of all the shit that came out of that interview, which I heard top to bottom, why the AI come to mind? Well, Paul Heyman is currently working on some kind of a talent agency. He's doing some kind of a partnership doing AI production movies. And it's very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and share the clip courtesy of Ariel Helwani on YouTube here and just gather your thoughts. If you haven't seen the whole interview or watched it or listened to it, check out Ariel Helwani. He gets the credit, man. And let me go here and see if I can share the audio here with you guys on Ariel Helwani's official YouTube page. Shit, I lost it. Nope, there it is. Bear with me here. So now I gotta go find it.
It's currently 1 a.m. and I'm craving days.
No. Anyway, bear with me here. So, fuck it, I'm gonna want to watch some asshole eating some fucking food. All right, let's come back here for a second. So as I'm trying to dial that in here, in this video, of course, Paul Heyman talked about, old school, right? He is old school. He talked about the Unreal show, which I haven't watched the last episode yet. And he also talked about, it's part of what wrestling it is today. So you deal with it or fucking just go, just leave. So I'm downloading the video right here from the Ariel Helwani. So let me see if I can get this popped in for you guys here right now. And here we go. Let me go and share the screen with you guys now. Hopefully the stupid ads are off. And check out the Ariel Helwani's video with Paul Heyman.
Manuel and Paul Levesque to bring a guaranteed product. There's proof of concept in our product. And he's bringing it to the viewers of ESPN because much like those who chant for Karrion Kross, the viewers of ESPN or ESPN Plus.
So before we get to the AI, of course, they talk about Karrion Kross, and we know, we don't know, but that's been the news the past couple of days as well. Karrion Kross, his contract potentially coming up. Who knows what's going on? I guess we'll find out on Monday if Karrion Kross shows up, right? But that's kind of the piece here before we get into talking about the AI here.
They're willing to pay for it, and who is he to tell the audience that they're wrong? They're not. You underpromise and you overdeliver, and he's giving them what they want and what they're willing to pay for, which will only make ESPN more money and make it more impressive for Disney, and the Disney stock goes up, and the TKO stock goes up, and hopefully Paul Heyman's paycheck goes up as well.
What a time. And now we wait to see where the UFC goes. But they have taken over combat sports.
Oh,
who would have thought?
Dana White thought it.
Yeah.
And he was right. And meanwhile, here we are an hour and a half later, and we never got to look at the clip from Looking for Larry.
Oh, where is it, guys? Do we have it? Do we have it? Let me see here.
Do we have it?
There it is.
Oh, this now. Wait, help.
Now, if you haven't seen this yet, my understanding that video right there wasn't supposed to show right away, but I guess this is a full-on AI video from the Paul Heyman production, right? His other job outside the WWE, right? He talked about this talent. He didn't specify. I mean, he guess he did, but anyway, he talked about, which you'll talk about momentarily, about this video right here. Everything's all AI, right? The camera is AI. The actors AI. Everything in this video is AI. It's crazy. Let's get to the
Frank,
God, man.
you're ruining
My
it,
God,
Frank.
man.
You're ruining it. Okay.
So I walk in today,
Okay.
and I have been telling you know Mitchell Stewart.
Of course.
What a creative, amazing, humble.
Please send him my best.
Oh, well, he's watching.
Okay.
I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure right now, my son, who's in the control room learning,
Amazing.
is sitting there getting phone call from Mitchell going, why didn't you hear the clip?
Okay.
Why didn't you hear the before? So Mitchell put this deal together Looking for Larry with the MCM Studios. And I have been on Mitchell's ass since AI really started to come out of the gates, saying, if we don't get in on this thing AI, if we don't get in on artificial intelligence, we might as well just say, Looking for Larry was a great run. It's time to close up shop. AI is the future of everything, in this world.
So there we go. I mean, AI's taken over, right? Paul Heyman sees the potential. He sees what this world could be capable of in the near future. Paul Heyman's a smart guy, right? It's no lie, right? So what Paul Heyman's going to get into in a couple minutes is he's going to explain. Again, be part of this revolution, right? The next revolution of the future. And let's continue on here, courtesy of Ariel Helwani and his official YouTube page. Again, highly suggest checking out the
and when Elon Musk colonizes Mars, of that world too. And he said, I got it. I know the move. I know the move. I know the move. I know the move. And I trust him because he's amongst the most trustworthy individuals in the entire world, which is why it's surprising he has a partner like me. I'm the gangster of the two of us. So finally today I went to the studio. And of course, the first thing I ask is, show me the AI. Because bad AI is horrible.
Right.
And I'm like, if this AI is not to me, the things online where the little kid, they have little kids doing our promos and our scenes. I'm blown away by that. That's like that just.
I didn't know that was AI.
Oh, of course.
I thought it was real. That's how good it is.
The kid with a beard.
Yeah, I mean,
so they have a little kid doing this interview and a little kid. I want to see that, by the way. I want to see that online in the next week. That something
this
from this
right here?
interview, and it's Helwani, with the beard and
the big yes.
Anyway, they're just taking a long ass time to get there. As this video continue on here, I'm just gonna get straight to the point here, so I don't waste too much time. Paul Heyman pretty much told the whole world that the video, which you saw partially the clip of the gentleman's working in the field, Paul Heyman created, or at least his team created a full-on video for a company. Everything's all AI based, right? Everything's all AI based. The camera, the actors, the fields, everything is AI based. Okay. Again, that's what Paul Heyman's working outside the WWE. When he's not on television, you know, Seth Rollins, right? If he's not doing that, he's somewhere in a studio with a team, probably, you know, servicing a client for an AI video or AI content. That is crazy. That is wild. That's also scary as well, right? You got people jobs, right? Actors, people behind the scenes like cameramen, guys walking on with a fucking mic in their hand, right? You know, cable pullers, guys and gals. You know, those are real jobs right there. People put food on their table, support their families. And again, you have guys, you know, out there, rich motherfuckers out there creating full on AI. It's just, it's also an interesting thing to think about. How can it affect pro wrestling, right? And just kind of looking at it here, man. How can AI affect pro wrestling, right? Just thinking about it. What if WWE said, "Hey, Paul Heyman, you're a smart guy. I like that business. Let's see if we can do something here. We can work something out here. Little partnership here, right? AI, right? Data-driven storytelling. AI can analyze crowd reaction, social media trends, past ratings, suggest outcomes, feuds, and characters. AI could do that shit, right? Script assistance. Promos could partially AI assisted, give wrestlers talking points, promo outlines based on their character traits. All right. This was interesting. If AI helped wrestlers training and performance, right? Virtual training partners, AI powered VRs and ARs. Okay. All right. You know, I assume if you have the VR things, you're taking bumps in the ring and hopefully someone pretend chokeslam you. I don't know. Match strategy. AI could break down opponents' move patterns like sports analytics to help plan spots and pacing. Okay, it's like the NFL, right? The whole, was it Watson, right? Watson or that fucking Amazon, you know, like here is the amount of yards you can throw it, right? They show the AI, you show the dots of how far the ball is going. You know, how can you adjust your hips, your arms to get a better pass? So I get it, man. I mean, maybe analytics like that could help pro wrestling, right? You know, enhance a wrestler's performance, right? Fan engagement and intermission. So this is how AI could, you know, I guess help us, right, as fans, right? AI commentary, right? Personalized commentary for TV and streaming, possibly with legendary commentator voices recreated. So guys who is no longer with us, rest in peace. Just a handful of guys who's no longer with us. Hell, you could probably get Vince Senior AI. It's crazy to think, but AI can make that happen. Interactive storylines. I mean, fans could vote in real time on match stipulations and promos for AI help adapt outcomes. Okay, potential. AI generated hype packages, quick turnaround highlight reels. As I talked about, AI could help out packages for wrestlers. All right, graphics, production, presentation, as I mentioned, camera work, automation. AI could help live directors choose the best angles and high speed action. We talked about that, right? AAA, our Triple H could tell the truck could plop it in, and you don't need the guys on the floor, right? Take a bump, accidentally take a bump straight. You got a robotic cameras, right? You could do that if WWE wanted to do that. Of course, crowd noise enhancement. Okay. All right. We've been hearing shit about that. You know, hey, the crowd's a little bit loud. They bumped it up a little bit for television. We hear that shit all the time. Business and operation, right? Merchandise prediction. AI could forecast which design, wrestlers, or catchphrase will sell best. Again, production, merchandise analytics could help, right? AI could benefit out of that. Machine learning could monitor in-ring movements to warn about risky patterns. Okay, I know we banned the pile driver and we brought it back, but maybe there's some hell. Maybe AEW could use that. Maybe AEW could use a machine to identify what moves you cannot use that might be risky. Fuck, probably every match probably wouldn't be good then. I love AEW, man. I'm not talking shit. I'm just joking around. Anyways, move on here. Potential downsides. I could make wrestling feel more formulaic, right? Under the Vince McMahon's junior era, we kind of see a little bit of on the downslope there. We start seeing a goofy formula, but could AI come out with a formula that maybe fans are saying, don't seem very genuine, don't seem very real, right? Coming out of real life human being brains, right? When it comes to really good storytelling. Deep fake misuse could harm wrestlers' image. Too much data booking might take away from the human, unpredictably fans love. So this one thing that obviously you cannot take that away from is, real life story with genuine passion may not come from the story room, maybe straight from the superstar's heart. The deep connection with us, the fans, and television, also at home and arena. So, again, looking at this a whole, could AI be very effective in pro wrestling? Somewhat, yes, it could. Again, there's a pros and cons to it, man. You got people jobs, right? You got camera guys, camera girls, guys and girls pulling the cables. You got guys and girls manning, all the lightings, the productions, running behind the soundboard. That's a big production, right? This is live national television. Can you trust AI running productions? Can you see an automatic camera leaving the ring as the match is going on? AI, turn the lights on and fucking shoots all pyro, right? Yeah, it's AI, right? Anything could happen. Again, there's a pros and cons to it. So that that was something that came out of it watching the Ariel Helwani with the Paul Heyman segment as well. So very interesting, man. It just kind of came to my mind. Again, so that's my thing to you guys. Do you guys use AI in general? Do you use it for work? Maybe you stump something at the cubicle, right? Hey, man, we need a report in by 5 p.m. Before you leave. And your fucking brain is fried, right? Will you use Chat GTP to whip you up a report before you're like, I get the hell out of here, man. I got to go home, drink some 6-packs. I got porn to watch. I don't want to stare at the office all damn night. Chat GTP, right? So again, do you guys use AI? Do you guys use AI to create, allegedly make your own music? Look, man, I got bass guitars over here. I could play, right? I don't need AI to do my music for me. I'm a musician. I'm okay. Do I need AI to create me some images? No, just that takes the creativity away from me, right? How can I be creative and do something I love when AI is doing it for me? Can I suggest ideas? Hey, AI, give me something unique and different I want to create. Okay, great idea. Now I get creative, pull some ideas out of that. You could do that as well. So AI could be a good thing. AI could be a bad thing, of course. As Paul Heyman says, the future. It is the future. And we'll have to see what direction it's going to go. Can it affect pro wrestling down over the road, right? We've seen a lot of actors in Hollywood are afraid that it could take over their jobs, right? Same thing like voiceovers. Anything that's acting, right? Acting wise, it's a very scary thing to think about. And all eyes are on the future. So all eyes are on the future. John Cena's future, who could be his potential opponent. AI. What's next for AI? What's the outcome for UFC 319 main card, and who can walk away as new champions in AAA? There's a lot. The future is bright. Hopefully it is, and hopefully I'll be here. Right? Hopefully it's not an AI me walking around here on the podcast. But this is the real me. Of course it's the real me because AI can't grab a beer. I have to. I mean, that'd be nice to have a robot to grab me a beer. Anyway, it's Saturday night. Thank you so much for staying up late tonight. It's 11 o'clock Central Time in Chicago. I'm going to keep drinking and clean off my action figures. All right. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys some point any coming day. All right, my friends, be safe, stay healthy, and have a great weekend. Bye.